So, good morning. May the 13th. Possibly going to try and go to Foxton today. So, as a bit of irony, we had these t-shirts made. So I thought it'd be quite ironic to go and ask Foxton why they didn't float my boat when that's their job. But no, joking apart, it'll be someone who made a mistake, and we won't be dwelling on it. Definitely, as I said in the comments yesterday, just thank God it was us. You know, thank God it was my boat, and we did have the wherewithal to fix it. Because I've got Andy, I've got a trolley, I've got a forklift, I've got W&W engineering. So yeah, no, all good. I'm just gonna flip the camera and we'll do the walk around. Okay, so first we'll go and see. I didn't do any of the paint job, so I'll do two videos because I'm doing a complete start to finish video for the paint job. Yeah, just to show the whole process. So, but yesterday it was quite a boring day, and also you don't, because he had mostly the grey primer on, you don't really see a great deal of change. But I should have logged it anyway, just so that we know the complete process. So when it comes back, morning. Probably gone off to Andy's workshop. Yeah, so because we do this technique of getting primer on as soon as possible, you effectively get another coat of primer that then has quite a good time to harden. So yeah, so we've done doors and hatches separately. Tristan's asked for some finer paintbrushes to do the dragon. I mean, look at that with Andy, those hinges. They look like they grew there. Something quite beautiful about, for me, well, all boats are beautiful, but there's something quite beautiful about the simplicity of when they're all in the grey. Especially nice boats, because this is, I think it's a gorgeous boat. It rakes up nicely into the cabin. Not favourite for us with the higher boats because of the traditional stern. We like people to be more inclusive with the semi-trad. But if you're a liveaboard, you do get a lot more cabin space, and then you can, when you're more up, you can sit on the front. Oh, here are the boys. Whack whack. You're missing your breakfast. Whack whack. Here we go. So they're even waiting for me when I go out. Hey guys. I won't be long, I've just got to drop these wheels off. There's Nick. Cheers, buddy. He's a drummer, he lives down the wharf. Just a lovely guy. He's invited us to some social club. Anyway, wheels for the trailer. Not actually got any plans for it at the minute. We've sort of managed to muckle on without using it, but I just think it's silly having these trailers sat around. We've got a bit of trailer city here. Yeah, basically we're going to have them so that they are working. This is quite good, but it does need a bit of Andy love as well. So Andy's challenged me to move this beam round Better than getting the forklift out. Just discussing the injectors. We have got some other BMC ones, but they're slightly different. So rather than take a chance, we'll send these away to get them refurbished. Bob Beck diesel. Just getting the last of the oil out. Had about a teacup and a half.
What would you make it by?
So I don't know what's happened here, but Andy's still having a fag. And the new apprentice mechanic has been trusted with undoing 4 bolts so far. But I've come to a sticky end. We're giving it a couple of knocks. I feel like there's something catching it. Here we have, this is the rocker cover.
In the box.
In the box. And here we have the valves. And there we go. So these go up and down. These are your tappers. So next stage. So we have now taken off the rocker cover, we've taken off these. The centre bolts weren't even tight. This Andy's theory is that's why a lot of these blows, because they can't get to them. But he's made a special tool. So
Called a crow's foot.
a crow's foot, but we can't show you because it's top secret. So we've got a crow's foot, so we can tighten these bolts up in the middle. So now this is the head. When they say the head gasket has blown, we're about to show you what that actually means. And in fact, good morning, Wednesday the 14th of May. Another beautiful day. It's good for bookings, you know. People see this, they think, oh, because we're a little bit down on pre-booking for June and July for the mid-sized boats, but I'm sure it'll pick up. But I might well be doing a promotion on YouTube just to try and drum up a bit of trade. Well, we had a great start to the year, so we'll match what we did, but be nice just to fill those slots. Yeah, so yesterday was obviously busy with the engine. Just remember, I forgot my keys. Rebuilding the BMC for Foxy. If I'm honest, I'm a bit disappointed because we hadn't thought that we were going to be so behind the ball, and or whatever the expression is, below the curve on the work that we have to do. So I'm disappointed from that aspect, but I'm actually glad because, sorry, on the other way, and this is me, Mr. Positive Spin, and people may take the piss out of me for always being so positive, but then at least it means that we've gone right to the bottom of the engine and we've fixed it and we've checked it and we've rebuilt it. So it'll be better for whoever eventually buys the boat, and also for us, because although there's never a warranty with a boat when you sell it, we do give a warranty. Certainly a gentleman's agreement, you know, if it goes wrong, we're definitely not going to put the onus on someone who's just spent a lot of money on a boat. So we We haven't really had to, but if there's little niggly problems, we'll always fix it. So I've just bought Andy a little present because when I went to use his wire brush, it was distinctly thin on top. So I've bought him these. And he has been very, very busy. So there's the head. I'm not sure if he's left it there to show that it's going to need skimming. But now you can see sort of the raw elements of the engine. So he's taken off the gearbox, which is here. Gearbox spline. I might even send that off to be checked by Lancing Marine. Fantastic people. We did a great service on, or we've got a spare one as well. So this is the drive plate. Looks quite unusual with these ribs here. I'm just a little bit worried that he's left some bits out to say, oh, this isn't right, this needs sorting, so we can see. I know this is what would need skimming. Basically, they take off like 1/1000th of an inch to make sure that's all flat. But Andy has this theory that your middle bolts are never done up properly, which is these 3 here, because you can't get to them underneath the rocker cover crank. So, but in fact, they were finger tight. So, okay. Right, so looks like Mike's saffron's gone on the way. How beautiful. Not Chris's boat, but Chris's boat is beautiful as well. It's nice to have 2 tall Chris back at the wharf. So I've got some great news. We've got a new mummy on the nest in there. That's brilliant. Just moving the cloth onto the front. I think because we've got a slim opportunity, we're going to whip Lazy Days out and give her a little bottom, a little blacking, because she's off to Crick. We used to do that before, and lately we've not. But they taking her, they give people who are visiting Crick, they give her a little go on Lazy Days. Yeah, so what we'll be doing is just get her looking all spick and span. Look at this. The Lotta just spins around. It's a little bit like driving a Dodgem. She just spins around anywhere. But my buddy took her into Fox and Locks, and he said that yeah, Little Otter in the locks it's like a champagne cork in a flushing toilet. I thought that's a good analogy. Yes, we'll have to shorten the trolley for Lazy Days. Oh, there's my friend over there as well. So, Lazy Days ready in the slip, going to shorten the trolley. Looking good. Okay, so the BMC, you know, some things that keep on giving, well, this seems to keep on taking. That's not very good.
Spline's gone.
Spline's gone, dry plate's gone.
It did have a spacer on it though.
Is that just a spacer, is it?
That's what we should have on ribbon it, but not that bit.
Okay. She's in intensive care, but she will live.
It's in the morgue at the minute.
So we just come to Fox and Locks. Very quiet at the minute. There's no one in the car park. Just come to have a chat and just see if we can find out, just see if they can shed any light on what happened to Lady Sienna on Sunday. I'm not coming to, you know, complain or have a row. I just wanted to find out what's happened and see what we can do to stop it in the future. So let's see what they have to say. I'll flip the camera around because it's beautiful. Much better to be looking at the beautiful locks than me. Foxton locks in. So this is the historic flight. 10 locks. Little break in the middle. These are the balancing ponds. It was supposedly it was something to do with that. It looks magnificent though. What a feat of engineering. Years ago a lady fell in that one and ended up in that lock. Going through. Morning.
Morning.
You get caught on that sill. That's obviously the problem, but it wasn't. That's not what happened to us. 1930. So I believe it happened at this lock here. The volunteer wasn't actually one of the chaps I know, so I didn't feel like I should ask him. So I'm never ever one for playing the blame game, you know, and it may well have been someone's fault, but they definitely didn't do it on purpose, so, you know. But what's important is we do learn. It doesn't happen again. I can't see any massive leaks. They'd mentioned that they said that lock gates were leaking, but they don't seem to be. Oh, here we get out of breath. It's a good bit of exercise for me. Yeah. It's the boat that passed yesterday. It's a lovely boat. Just a nice view from the top of the locks. Precious Gems just been through, just missed her. But they did have a problem. They had some sort of blockage on Saturday and Sunday, but we'll go and speak to Ben and find out. So while I'm here, just do a video. It's very clever, so the water goes into here, out here. And the problem was a blockage. One of the lock gates wasn't closing properly, or one of the paddles underneath wasn't closing properly. So it let a lot of water out and it drained the bottom 3 pounds in 15 minutes. So they were trying to rush water through, which you may well have seen on the YouTube short. They tried to rush water through, but it was an error. You know, they should have closed the flight and re-flooded the locks. But we're all good. So yeah, it's all good. And I just said that if it did happen to someone else, you know, we'll help you out and we can help repair the boat, or, you know, wasn't touting for business, just trying to be helpful. But there we go, last view of the beautiful locks at Foxton.